Peace and love. It's the host of YYZ Hilightz, Jemelle Williams. How you doing? I'm here with the man that's usually behind the camera, not in front of the camera, Mr. S-Quire.
What's going on, fam?
Dude, family. The theme for the month of November was the gentleman, and that's how we were branding it. That's how we were pushing it, and it so happened that we were definitely trying to get it into the Gentleman's Expo. We featured it in our newsletter, and we wanted to go there and just let people know what really happens at the first Gentleman's Expo in Toronto. Tasha Bingham, who is the community manager for the Gentleman's Expo, called me personally and let me know that I would be receiving a one-on-one with John Bones Jones. I will be given VIP access to the Gentleman's Expo event and free liquor.
Oh, you can't go wrong with free liquor. Believe me,
free liquor.
All 2 steps in, we're already right by, what, 1 or 2 beer kegs that we just passed? Like, come on now.
Yeah, as soon as he got it, I made sure he had his passport. He gave us passports, and I was like, hey, let's get something to drink. Let's fill up before we get to work. Before we get to work,
I think those were his exact words.
I'm here with Cam, representing Lamborghini Toronto. You're involved in the Gentleman's Expo. Just give a little brief summary of why you're here, what you're doing here, and all these beautiful cars that are surrounding us.
Well, we're approached by the people who are going to run the show and figured nothing but the best should serve for the gentlemen that are here and want to be kind of either driven in one of these or have the ownership of one of them. So I do the sales and leasing for Bentley, Lambo, Rolls, and Aston Martin in Toronto. I personally think it's very important. Not only you as a gentleman want to always have a nice car, regardless of the situation that you're in. You should always drive the best vehicle that you can afford for the time being.
Do you personally have any favorites here today that you're displaying?
I would probably say the new Wraith, the new Rolls Royce, is by far one of my new favorite cars.
I'm just letting you guys know, all you there in YouTube land and in social media land, that it's Jemelle that is responsible for the shakiness of the cameras. The most beautiful cars that I've actually seen in my entire life. And the fact alone that it's beige and yellow is an advantage as well.
Just don't disturb the bolt.
Not at all, exactly. Not only am I going to be able to actually sit on this beauty, but he's actually going to lend me a jacket to do it. Take note, this is the only time that you'll ever see me on a bike, just saying. We're here with famed trainer
Firas, Zahabi, head trainer at Tristar Gym.
All right, so what are we actually doing here right now for us?
It's the men's expo here. It's everything for men, fashion, violence, alcohol, whatever you guys like, it's all here.
And you talk about alcohol, but again, you're training fighters right now. Seems like a contradiction.
No, I don't drink. It's for you guys. you guys drink the alcohol, we'll take care of the violence.
Well, there we go. You actually provide the entertainment for us to be able to drink to. Inside this pavilion, what is it that you're representing here?
This is my sponsor, Head Rush. We've been together. These guys have been backing me and my team up for years. Just here shooting the breeze with them and hanging out and having a good time.
What has been one of the standout points since you've actually been at the Gentleman's Expo today?
Right when I got here, we had to do the Q&A, so that's the best part. Seeing John Bones Jones and hanging out with Joe Ferraro. It's a good time,
What would you actually say in terms of style, in terms of being a gentleman, actually stands out to you from the people that you've actually been around, from Joe to GSP to John Jones?
I think the majority of fighters, they're all gentlemen. It's just when they get in front of the camera, they're gonna fight this guy. The tempers are flaring, the adrenaline's pumping, and sometimes you get guys who are very aggressive. It's the nature of fighting, but 99% of the MMA fighters out there, when the lights are off and they're regular people, they're all straight A gentlemen.
S-Quire representing with the man Firas. Definitely appreciate that. Hope to be able to see you soon, man.
The gentleman gods smiled on us.
Yes, thankfully.
Thankfully so.
The joke about it was it almost didn't happen. I just gotta put that out there from now. It really almost did not happen. I almost didn't show up.
Oh, you're gonna talk on it?
Yes, I'm gonna talk on it.
Okay.
I will out myself.
Okay, go ahead.
Jemelle usually throws me under the bus. I'll out myself for this one. I'm heading downtown the day of the Gentleman's Expo, and naturally downtown traffic is killing me.
Hectic.
I get on the horn with Jemelle and I tell him, honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna make it because there was a call time for when we were going to be getting an interview with UFC light heavyweight champion John Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones.
Yeah, so there was a call time,
Yeah.
and I wasn't gonna be able to make it. I'm about professionalism. If I'm not making it, we gotta reschedule it or it's just not gonna happen.
S-Quire, you call me, you say, I'm gonna turn around. I'm
Yes.
like, hold on, you're gonna go where? To the east end of Toronto?
Dude goes on and
East
tells
end of
me,
Toronto.
you still gotta show up. You still gotta show up.
That's professionalism.
Yes, it is professionalism.
John Bones Jones, his flight was delayed. So S-Quire being late, John Jones being delayed, it worked out so that he could come in before John Jones arrived. So he was not late at all you were late for the call time, but you were not late for the interview with John Jones.
What advice would I give myself? Just to believe. Just to believe, yeah. Just believe in like greatness and making it and being successful. You know, definitely had no plans on living the life that I get to today.
Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens before it's time. That was just the honest to God truth. I'm just glad I was able to make it in there because again, the experience was unmatched.
John Jones enters with like 6-7 bodyguards. He's the biggest
Just
guy
about.
of all his bodyguards, by the way.
And he made it a point to say that I really don't need this entourage. I mean, again,
Yeah.
he is a mixed martial artist for a reason. I think he can handle
I
himself.
think so. It really did have something for me. It did have something for every gentleman. And as you were saying, if you want to aspire to be anything in this life that requires hard work, discipline, and patience, and success, to be successful at anything, one, like John Joe said, you gotta believe, definitely believe in yourself, believe in your passion, believe in your goals. We said amongst us when we were talking when we were doing our provost, right? Purpose really drives your passion. Purpose really drives your passion.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course, it's me.
No, but then again, chances are if I was given the chance, I probably would have said it better.
You might have.
Yeah, most likely.
In the S-Quire way.
Yeah, no, of course. Because it's all about me, you know? So.
Shout out to Tasha, Big M, the community manager. Shout out to John Bones Jones. Shout out to Showdown Joe. Shout out to
Firas Zahabi.
Firas. Shout out to Firas. Shout out to Cam.
Yep.
And shout out to all the ladies that really made us feel comfortable, that showed us a good time. And
Cannot complain about that. I'm telling you, all I know is just that, yeah, you need to bring all of them back to the Gentleman's Expo. You want to wrap up?
oh, you're right.
No.
No,
I'm getting the chance to wrap up?
Well, finish your point.
Okay, what was my point?
Well, I just wrapped it. I wrapped up it. Well, just
You
finish
wrapped
your
up
point.
and well?
You wrap
You
up.
wrap-
I wrap up. We're wrapping up. This is
No.
what's going to happen right now.
No.
S-Quire is going to have the opportunity to wrap up in the way that he does, because I want to leave something with you that you've probably never seen before, and you might not get used to it because we don't know how it's going to happen.
Oh, what is this?
However, but he does it very well. Again, to everyone that watches YYZ Hilightz, from the edits to the videos, you see me being the face of YYZ Hilightz, and I am. S-Quire really is brilliant and intelligent in what he does, and he makes me look good. So I want him to voice his wrap up.
My name is S-Quire. That's Jemelle Williams. This is a YYZ Hilightz exclusive. Stay tuned for more.
I like.
How was that?
Look at that.
There it is, man. Stay tuned.